Welcome back. Well, we saw all the playoff action in Maryland. Teams in Delaware, they're fighting for their spot in the big dance, and we're going to start with Delmar, needed a win.
Yep, it was a big game tonight. That was our game of the week, or the game of the week in Delaware tonight. The two top Henlopen teams, Delmar and Woodbridge, doing battle, and the two most recent Division II champions meeting up tonight. So this one lived up to the hype. Woodbridge getting down into the red zone early, and Dalton Purdue, the quarterback for Woodbridge, going to keep it himself on this one. Woodbridge taking the 7-0 lead early on in the first quarter, but later on in the first half, there's some plays that were made through the air, including this diving one-handed stab by Zachary Covington. Look at that one. We might see that later on tonight, but there was also a lot of defense in this one. The Wildcats convert this 4th and 8 in the third, but by Jalen Warner, and that would lead to another 4th down, this time at the 1, and Jacob Von Arks, so good at this, he sneaks his way in to tie the score.
Woodbridge would drive again, facing their own 4th down. Purdue throws it up. Mark Oakley, comes away with it. Delmar looking for something big through the air, this time on the drive. Von Arks gonna let it fly. It's gonna fall into the hands of the big fella Covington. Again, he's going to rumble into the red zone. Delmar field goal would be no good. One more chance for Woodbridge in regulation. The pass incomplete, and the Henlopen South title would be decided in overtime. We'd go to double OT. In the second OT, Delmar up 7. The quarterback, Jacob Von Ark, with the interception to seal it, and Delmar wins the Henlopen South with a 21-14 final.
Yep.
Yeah.
Woodbridge streak is snapped.
Yep.
What a game in Delmar, and honestly, it would be great to see these two match up again, and it wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah.
These are two of the top teams in the Henlopen. I mean, there's not much more you can say about it. I mean, I want to know who else in Division II can really stack up with these two teams, because we haven't really seen anyone from Newcastle County this year. I know Howard's extremely good. They're always very well coached.
Right.
Archmere is very good as well. They're always very well coached. I'm not sure outside of those top 4 who else can really compete, but I can definitely see Delmar. They now know that not only can they stick around with Woodbridge, they can also beat Woodbridge.
Yeah, absolutely. I just cannot believe that Delmar won the game.
Yeah.
I mean, for Woodbridge to come in there, kind of on the high horse and looking for an undefeated season, and we all forgot that, hey, Delmar's only lost one game relevant to this matchup as well, and they hadn't lost any games in the South. They won the championship in the Henlopen South this year, regardless of all Woodbridge was able to do this season. They did not win the South championship. Everybody, of course, is looking and got their eyes on that D2 championship, that tournament, which is going to be very interesting. I will say that at least.
And I will say that Woodbridge, they felt like they had most of the momentum in the first half. Delmar was really moving the ball in the second half, so they did a really good job tonight.
We can talk about that game all night. We got a couple more to get to, and for that, we'll toss it back over to the wall to Drew.
You guys had a team in Delmar surviving in advances. Well, we'll start with another team that's fighting for playoff hopes, this time with the Dover Senators. Caesar Rodney hosting Dover on senior night, and Dover not wasting any time to rain on the parade. Already up 7, handoff goes to Qualik Bumbry. He's just going to power his way through for the touchdown. Sends up 14 early in the first, and the very next Dover drive. Direct snap goes to who else? Vonnie Peace walks into the end zone almost untouched for the score. Dover's up 20 with 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. Now, a Riders fumble on the kickoff recovered by Dover. This leads to this. Elijah Allen with a dime to Gabe Evans. Check that out. Drags the toes. Very veteran move. Touchdown Senators to take the 28-0 lead after the first quarter. They'd go on to take it 54-22, guys. Javon Peace, 180 yards, 5 touchdowns. And always one of the best rivalries in Delaware, the 2019 Battle of the Bell. Lake took the bell last year. Cade Collins' game-winning field goal, but look at a different story this time. Sean Saxon finds Kenny Reed for the score. Bucks take the 14-point lead early in the second half. The Lake's not going away. Handoff goes to Isaiah Johnson, and he powers through to cut the lead to 7 midway through the second. Milford's been streaky all year, guys, but they're getting it done here. Jabri Luke takes the handoff, makes a move. He's gone. Down the left sideline for a 40-yard score. The extra point would be no good. Foreshadowing, maybe. Spartans will return the kickoff for a touchdown, so a 6-point game. Bucks trying to run out the clock, but they're going for the pass, and it's going to fall incomplete on 4th down. Lake with the ball. 3 minutes to go. They need 77 yards, and this will help. Damian Galindez rolls out and just hits Justin Ferber for the first and then some. Runs over his defender, makes some more moves, and then 25 seconds left to play. Lake ball in the Bucks 15. Galindez calling his own number to the pylon. He's in to tie it up with 20 seconds left to play. Tied at 20. Coming on the field, last year's hero, Cade Collins, the extra point. It's good. The Battle of the Bell, the legend comes through again, folks, as Lake, they take the bell and sneak into the playoffs with a 21-20 win over Milford.
I mean, it feels good that I can just go out there and execute. I mean, it's great. It was a great snap, great hold, just great execution all around. I mean, it honestly feels amazing. It's such a part of the school history that it just feels great to be able to win it for the team.
I'm telling them before the game, like, yo, don't look at the team record. They played way better teams than we have. Like, it's going to be a dogfight. As you can see, 2021, it was a dogfight. We came out with a dub. I'm proud of my team.
So a couple teams punching their tickets into the playoffs, but guys, we'll send it back to you for some other Delaware scores.
All right, thanks a lot, Drew.
These guys
In
ain't
Delaware,
going to the
Laurel
playoffs.
took down Seaford 42-0.
Goodness.
Yeah, that's right. Sussex Tech
Chicken noodle
finishes an absolutely wild year. We're talking about players
and
quitting
down.
in the middle of the season. We're talking about a whole bunch of drama. They finished the year at 5-5 with a 30-point victory over their rival, Cape Henlopen. So Cape gets to salvage. Yeah, sorry, Drew. But Sussex Tech gets to salvage a little something there.
I'll tell you what, we can talk a little bit about that Lake game and Dover. Dover slowly but surely getting better as the year progresses, and Lake, that's a huge win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Dover, they finished strong this season. They're 6-4 now. They have a realistic chance of making the D1 playoffs. We'll find out about that on Sunday because obviously DIAA doesn't want to talk much about that during the regular season. But it may all come down to St. George's and Concord, which goes on tomorrow. But very impressive for Lake Forest. I mean, they're down 6 points in the final minutes, and you come back with that drive with your season on the line. We don't even think they're making the playoffs unless they do that.
And that's what I was getting ready to say earlier. We were looking at one team in D3 or in D2 making the tournament for our Henlopen South squads. Now after tonight, we could be looking at 3, and we should be looking at 3 with Lake Forest, Delmar, and Woodbridge. Woodbridge is still in, right? With a 9-1 record. So we're looking at 3 out of 6 teams in the Division II tournament to be from the Henlopen South. I think that's pretty amazing in itself.
It's exciting stuff, guys.
And how about Dover? Dover's getting
in,
right?
do this
Dover's getting in
Dover
as well.
should be in. We got Central, and we got Smyrna.
Wow. That's 3 more teams.
That's
Very
right.
good.
Wow.
You know what I was about to say is, what's more exciting
What's that?
than Dover potentially getting in the playoffs?
What's that?
How about some news during
I don't
Delmarva
know.
Sports
I don't know
Insider,
about
right?
that. I don't know about
When we come back, we got some news to get to. The weather outside is frightful. Trayvon could tell you about that. The warmth of a nice coat is so delightful. Hear how you can prepare for this upcoming winter.
Taquan Denard. I go to Delmar High School. I play running back. You're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.